Have you ever tried to make your own do-it-yourself project, but you didn't know how or where to start because nobody was there telling you how or what to do? Or maybe you are in the middle of a project and you got stuck because you don't have that exact tool or that exact supply that somebody else is using? If that sounds like you might be experiencing what I call creative paralysis. And the first thing that I want to tell you is that that's not your fault. Another thing that you might be experiencing is that you are spending a lot of money buying tons of supplies that you never use or you don't know what else to do with them. Or maybe what is supposed to be like a joyful, happy experience doing what you love, which in this case is do it yourself projects. Now it turns to be a frustrating, stressful experience that you don't want even try again. Well, if that's the case, today I'm gonna share with you a few tips to overcome this, what I call the creative paralysis. If you don't know me yet, my name is Polly from Handmade Decor, and today I'm going live from my studio to share with you my best tips on how to create this beautiful piece in a super simple but very creative way. Good morning, Buenos días, bon dia. ¿Tengo a alguien por ahí? I can't see any comments. Let me just change my view. Hello, good morning. I'm just gonna wait a few minutes. Well, I might be showing for my friends on Instagram this lovely project and this style, which is that I love, is vintage see, it's so lovely to do this. I've done in different substrates, so you can have an idea of the tips that I'm going to show you. This is a plastic container though, from yogurt container. Look how cute it looks. And this is a glass bottle. I think it was apple cider vinegar here. Now it's a lovely piece of home decor. Let me show here for YouTube and Facebook. I'm so excited. I just love this technique. I'm gonna work on this. This is a cardboard. I reuse a cardboard box. I just cut it as a tag. Pardon me, tag shape. Hello. Good morning. What do I have there? Please go ahead and say hello. Let's chat for a bit before I start with this amazing project. Buenos días. Si hay alguien ahí que hable español o portugués, por favor, conversemos un poquito. No veo ningún comentario en Instagram. Well, to start working with this cardboard box, the first thing that I've done, I cut it as a tag shape, as I said before, and then I just passed one coat of gesso. This is what I've used here, and I'm going to pass a second coat with you with a soft bristle brush like this. Let me organize my space. I'm just going to put my brush on water. I'm going to pass the second coat of gesso, which is a base coat to start working on this cardboard box substrate. You can also use acrylic base or acrylic paint, white acrylic paint as a base. And you just, let me put my camera a little bit back for YouTube and Facebook. And for Instagram, let me just do my trick here. I wish you can tell me if you can hear me properly. Let me see. Put this down. Excuse me. Have to be from this side. Yeah, I think you can see from there. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so I was just hello. Oh, hola. Thank you very much. So I'm just passing the second coat of gesso. In this case, I'm using gesso to prime this cardboard box tag. Pass it all over the surface, spreading the gesso everywhere to cover the whole surface, para cubrir toda la superficie. Si es que tengo a alguien por ahí que hable español, por favor, don't be shy, comenta. Okay. What normally happens when you're painting on paper or cardboard box, it will arch. It will like roll up a little bit because you're applying wet, something wet on top of the paper. So as long as you paint on the other side or you apply heat, it will come again to the normal shape. You see? It will just curve or roll. It will curve a little bit. But I'm just going to apply the heat on top and you'll see what happens. Sorry for the noise. Hello. ¿Qué tengo por ahí? Hola Simone, qué gusto verte. Bienvenida. Te muestro lo que estamos haciendo hoy. Qué bueno que estés por aquí. Hace un tiempo que no hago mis en vivos. Te muestro. Hola. Ahí está, puedes ver. Hice esto que... Hello Solange. Hola Solange, bienvenida. Gracias por conectarte. Esto es lo que voy a explicar hoy. Es lo que se llama French Ephemera. ¿Te gusta? Gracias. Hice en varias versiones y varios substrates, varios substratos. Esto es una botella de vidrio con otro color. Y este es un container de plástico de yogurt. Es la misma técnica, pero diferente color y diferente superficie, que es lo que quería explicar. Hi, hola Carrie. Hi Carrie. Good to see you. It's been a long time. Hope you're well, dear. How nice to have you here. I'll show you what I'm doing. I hope you like this kind of French ephemera. It's a vintage style. Lo que acabo de hacer es pasar yeso como base en esta superficie de cartón. Hey María Regina, welcome. Bienvenida. Gracias por estar ahí. Voy a esperar que seque un poco. Les voy explicando qué es lo que hice en cada caso mientras esto termina de secar. En este caso usé como base un color medio beige. Esto se llama oyster beige o Bell's Ostra en español. Esta es una opción. Déjame cambiar mi vista aquí en YouTube para que sea más fácil para ver. Esto lo hice con estos colores. Este de aquí, como base, utilicé un blanco antiguo, que es este de acá. ¿Ok? Y para este, que es el de glass, utilicé simplemente la pintura blanca. Bueno, es linen white, es como también un blanco sucio en, en chalk paint, pintura chalk. Porque lo que quiero es mostrar tres opciones de que si no tienes este color de base, déjame mover esto, sorry, este color de base, puedes usar blanco o puedes usar el blanco antiguo, cualquiera de los tres colores. Lo que yo quiero transmitir es que no te quedes en esa parálisis creativa de no poder crear si es que no tienes los mismos colores o las mismas herramientas o las mismas pinturas. Sí, Simone, esa pintura, esa marca es muy buena. Es la que yo uso, que es la de Rust-Oleum. Es muy, muy buena. Pero sabes que antes de aplicar al substrato, si ya es plástico, hay que lijar y limpiar con alcohol. Y si es vidrio, hay que lavar propiamente, el plástico también, y limpiar con alcohol para que se adhiera mejor la pintura a la tiza, ¿no? So, yeah. Entonces, esas son las 3 opciones de base que utilicé. Beige, blanco antiguo y simplemente blanco. Así que cualquiera de los 3 puedes emplear para hacer esta técnica que es súper fácil y súper linda. Vamos a ver. Ya está seco. Le voy a pasar un poquito más de calorcito. I think it's completely dry. Esta tinta, yeah, así ya lo leí. Creo que está muy alto el volumen de la música. Voy a bajar el volumen. Creo que le subimos. Está muy alto en mis audífonos. Ahí. Ok. Ahora, como aquí tengo este color beige, le voy a pasar ahora con el blanco antiguo para hacer. Lo voy a hacer va a ser reversible, va a tener dos lados. Entonces voy a usar la pintura Antique White. I'm going to use the Antique White to pass my primer. Was the gesso one? Okay. So I'm going to use probably the same paintbrush. Voy a usar la misma pinceleta que utilicé porque como es grande, es suavecita, ya la enjuagué. Voy a usar la misma pinceleta. Si lo enjuagas bien, tampoco necesitas usar 50 pinceles para hacer un solo proyecto. Que eso no sea un impedimento. So you don't need like to have like 100 paintbrushes to do your project. So don't make that to become an obstacle to create your projects. So I'm just going to apply my base coat. In this case, the Antique White. Pardon me. ¿Cómo estás, Simón? ¿Estás por ahí? Hello, Adaqua Moisturize. Sorry, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but thank you for being there. I hope you like the project we're doing today. I just applied the gesso as a base coat and as a primer, and now I'm applying Antique White as a base coat for this case. I'm just gonna put one of the my originals, my prototype here, so you can see what we're doing. Let me cover the whole surface with maybe you can see better there, with my Antique White. I like to put gesso as well here because it makes it hard. At the end, it feels like wood. Yes, so I'm just applying my base coat as uniform as possible. You know, as maybe you might need a second coat. I'm gonna try. Sorry about the noise. Let me put my comments here. As you see, I think is going to need a second coat. That happens with when the colors are too light, like white. Minimum 2 or 3 coats to have a even surface. So cuando la pintura es muy clarita, como el blanco o el antique white, cualquier variedad de blanco, mínimo 2 o 3 capas para tener un color uniforme en tu superficie. Eso es normal. ¿Cuántos minutos vamos? Vamos 20. Después de esta parte, ya es todo mucho más fácil y más rápido. So, aquí va la segunda capa de mi antique white. This is the second coat of my antique white, and that will be just enough to start the next techniques. If you can give me some feedback, please, if you can hear me properly, I would really appreciate it. Okay. You need to spread the paint as much as possible. So that's it. That's my second coat. María Santos. Bienvenida, María. Gracias por estar ahí. Qué bueno verte. Lo que acabamos de hacer es pintar la base de mi trabajo. Estoy trabajando sobre cardboard box. ¿Cómo se diría? Sobre una caja de cartón que estoy reutilizando. Te muestro nuevamente. Lo que estoy haciendo es trabajar en el otro lado de lo que ya tenía hecho. Este es un tag que puedes poner en la puerta o colgarlo, y voy a hacer la técnica al otro lado para que sea reversible. Ahora que ya está seco, now that it's completely dry, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a stencil just to make it fast, to make the process fast, because if you don't have a stencil, you can use tape to make these lines here. But just because it's gonna take too long, I decided just to do it with stencil. So voy a utilizar un stencil para hacer las líneas, las listras, como dicen ahí en Brasil, para que sea más rápido, si no se me va a tomar mucho tiempo, ¿verdad? So lo voy a centrar to the best of my, let me see. Yo creo que ahí. Yeah. Se resbala. Y ahí puede ser. Lo voy a pegar por acá para que no se me mueva. Para mí, estoy un poquito resfriado todavía. Y en este caso voy a emplear el color, el pinkish. Este color es vintage pink o rosa vintage en español, porque al otro lado le puse un celestito. El otro lado, si quieren saber, utilicé el baby blue o el azul bebé. Y para tener diferentes colores, al otro lado le voy a poner ahora este rosadito que me gusta mucho también. Y déjame limpiar esto. Y lo voy a aplicar con un pincel para stencil. I'm going to apply this color, the vintage rose. Oh, I think I put too much. You actually don't need too much paint, if you can see. It's just minimal, the amount of paint I'm going to use. I'm going to use this this stencil brush and start applying. You get the paint all over your paintbrush, and then you need to get rid of the excess in a piece of paper, or I'm reusing this from my vegetables. So now you apply the paint. Can you see me? I think you can. I hope so. If not, please let me know. Si no pueden ver, por favor, un poquito de feedback. Me dicen si ven o no ven. Y se aplica de esta manera. Empezando por el centro. I need a little bit more. The trick here is not to put too much paint on your paintbrush, otherwise it will go underneath your stencil. Hey, if that happens, you can solve it. I mean, there's a way around for everything, but it's better if not, so you don't work twice. But if it happens to me, I'm gonna show you how to fix it. That's what I'm trying to say. So, si la pintura se va por debajo del stencil, no quiere decir que está perdido el trabajo, ¿eh? Hay muchas formas de solucionarlo. Y si me pasa, les voy a explicar cómo hacerlo. Y como esta es una técnica vintage, no tiene que quedar perfecto. Y eso es lo que más me gusta de esto, porque no te causa tanto estrés que tiene que quedar perfecto, like, prolijo, como dicen mis amigas argentinas. ¿Quién más tengo por ahí? Charo, Hola tía, ¿cómo estás? Tía Charito, qué bueno. Tía Charito, ¿verdad? Sí, no es mi prima, es mi tía. Qué bueno verte, tía, gracias por estar ahí. Gracias por conectarte. Bueno, verte, digo yo, más bien leerte. Así tengo la primera línea. Uy, que espero que derecha. Se puede poner también el tape a los lados, pero como mi pintura no está muy seca, es más que fijo que cuando saque el tape se va a pelar la pintura, y por eso no quiero. Soy hija de... ¡Hola, prima! ¡Hola, prima! ¡Hola, prima! Sorry, es que tú sabes. Charo Ramírez, claro, días por tu papá. Bueno, sorry, primita. Gracias por estar ahí. Charito, tú estás en Italia, ¿verdad? Si es que no estoy totalmente confundida. Hola, primita, qué bueno verte. Verte, entre comillas, leerte, quiero decir. Ahora voy a pasar a pintar las líneas de los costados de la misma manera. Now I'm just going to paint the lines, the second line to the right and to the left. Oh, look. Yeah, that's why we need to cover there. Let me do something like this. Because the line is so thin, and my paintbrush is so big. Let me just clean here. Let's see. What I'm going to do. Sí, vives en Italia, I know. ¿Qué hora es por ahí? Ahí en Italia. Aquí en Sydney todavía estamos, ¿qué hora es? Son las 11 de la mañana del día sábado. I'm going to put a paper here so I don't get the paint on the second line that I don't want to. I don't want to paint that one, just this one. The one that is next to the big line. Te decía, Charito, que aquí son las 11 de la mañana del sábado. ¿Qué hora es por allá? ¿Debe ser de noche? No tengo idea, ¿verdad? En Europa que... Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm just going to put my paper here so I don't have the same accident. Let me just Make sure it's straight. And let's do the same. Ay, uy, se fue la imagen. ¿Algún otro comentario por ahí? Creo que necesito un poquitín más de pintura. So, como as I was saying, to avoid this, to put the paper on the sides, you can put the tape, but you have to make sure that your surface is completely dry. Otherwise, when you get the tape out, it will come with the paint. The paint will peel off for sure. So when I'm working here live, it's just a different situation as like when I'm just working not as fast as I have to do it here. Let me see. Yeah, that'll do to me. I'll show you. Let me take the stencil off, put it here, and you see there's a little bit of the paint on the sides. I could have used a smaller paintbrush as well, but hey, you just with water everything goes away. This one is a little bit more dry. Okay, that's okay to me. If it doesn't come off, the other trick is to come with a little bit of paint with a small paintbrush, and you just cover it a little bit, like with a dry paintbrush. You come and cover on the sides, and that's it. So we have the lines like here or here. That's the second part. Now the third one is to look, you can cover this up here if you want to. If not, it's alright. You just put the stencil a little bit higher, and I'm just going to do this because I do have the paint here and I don't want to waste it. See? And that's it. Okay, so now I have to dry this. To start with the part of the what do you call this, to make it look antique, the antiquing part. That's the word. Ahora voy a envejecer, pero primero voy a secar bien lo que acabo de pintar. Esta combinación es linda también, I love it. Se está arqueando, así que le aplicas calor al otro lado para que it's rolling. So if you apply the same amount of heat from both sides, it will come flat again. And that's it for this part. Now, let me just put my paintbrush in the water and clean my palette here. Who else I have there? Okay. And now is the part of the antiquing part. What I've used here is a It's called translucent stains from this the Americana brand, and in the color maple. Oh, okay, but if you don't have this, don't worry. You can use a brown paint or the same in the same shade, the same tone, and you can make it liquid with water. You mix it with water and you can apply the same technique. Or if you have the stroke blend medium, you can transform any paint into a gel stain. So if you don't have this medium, you can just use water, but you have many options. And that's what I want to transmit again. Don't don't let these obstacles to stop you for finishing your project or to create the projects that you want. Because there's many ways to get to the same results. Okay? So you actually don't need that much. Let me show you what I've done here. Let me put it there. I start making it look like distress or antique all over the lines and around the tag. Oops, se manchó. And that's the same thing that I'm going to do. Oh, look. I always get my fingers dirty, but there's nothing that the water cannot fix. Okay, so I've used this is what do you call it in English? Lengua de gato. This kind of paintbrush. I forgot the name in English. Sorry. Forgot, but it has like a. It's not flat, you see. The name will come to me. Sorry. But in Spanish it's lengua de gato. And I'm going to start to apply it like this to make it look antique. It's very important to get rid of the excess. Es muy importante de limpiar el pincel del exceso para que no se haga una mancha, because you don't want a stain like a line here. You just want you want very subtle shade of this color on the sides. You will see the difference at the end. The good thing with this is that you can get rid of it easily. But if you're working with water, you just have to be very quick, because once the water is dry, well, it's not impossible, but it would take you a little bit longer to fix it. Notice that I'm putting my paintbrush like this, like line. It's not perpendicular. And then when you don't have much, you pass it on the middle as well. You can apply as much color here if you want to. If you like it like very intense, it's up to you. It's your project. It's your style, what you like. To me, that'll do. I don't know if you can notice the difference in between this one and this one that I haven't applied the gel. No sé si pueden ver la diferencia entre una línea y otra, esta línea del medio y las del costado, que todavía no he envejecido. Pero ahora se los voy a mostrar. y así. Le aplico por los dos lados. Ay, se me va esto. Me olvidé quitarle el protector de pantalla a mi laptop. Lo voy a acercar a ver si puede notar la diferencia entre esta y estas dos que ya envejecí. Igual acá, no sé si pueden ver la diferencia entre estas dos líneas y esta. Voy 40 minutos. Después de este paso ya se hace todo más rápido. It looks really good to me. Now I'm going to do the same at the edges. And this is also, you put it and then you take it out. To make it look like, instead of a line, it looks more natural, you know. You need to apply it and then you take it off. You make it, it will integrate better on your surface. You can make it more intense at the corners here, just to make it look antique. And this depends on the taste of each one, on your taste. As you see, it's not much that you use from your paints. It's so relaxing and it's beautiful. Well, at least I like it. This es súper relajante y la satisfacción de crear algo hermoso. Bueno, como digo, a mí me encantan estas cosas. Es una sensación indescriptible. Ok, para mí está ok. Que como verán es exactamente lo mismo que he hecho aquí. Acá a los contornos y en las líneas, ¿no? Acá hice la sombrita como una sombra. No es una sombra, es más bien un envejecido. También pueden aplicar por el medio cuando ya el pincel no tiene mucha tinta. When your paintbrush is not full of the gel, you can apply in the middle to make it look to make your project to make sense, you know what I mean. If it's antique, if it's an antique, it means it's getting old all over, not only the corners. I hope I'm expressing myself properly, but that's what I'm trying to say. Now it looks antique to me. Now is the time to use what do you think this is? I didn't ask on my socials, but this I used here. I'll show you. Well, first of all, I'm going to put this back to my bottle because I haven't used it and you don't want to waste it. Just gonna reuse what I have in my paintbrush, and that's it. Paintbrush to the water. I'm gonna clean here Actually, we're not gonna use more paint. Let me put it here. Okay. Sorry about the noise. Next part, I have look into my stash, and I have all these stamps, vintage style, which I love. He visto entre mis cosas y tengo estos sellos de estilo vintage, que es lo que me encanta. Bueno, una de las cosas que me gustan más. Y encontré esta avispa, porque espero que no sea una mosca, porque no me gustan. Yo creo que es una abeja, perdón. I think it's a bee. Hopefully it's not a fly because I don't like flies. And then I start putting together all the stamps that make sense on this kind of project, which is antique French ephemera. And with my archival ink, which is excellent, like you can use, again, if you don't have this archival ink, you can use black acrylic paint. Let me bring it so you can see it. Okay, if you don't have archival ink, you can use black acrylic paint to do the same thing. To just use I prefer to use it with a roller. I just put the paint on my palette. I put the paint on my palette and then I just apply the paint on my roller. I come to my stamp and I just apply it all over, like very soft. And you will get the same effect. Well, not same, but very similar, beautiful as well, as if you were using the archival ink or the ink or the stamp. So, en español, si no tienes la tinta esta para el sello, puedes emplear acrílico negro, que lo aplicas con un rodillo encima de tu stamp y vas a tener una versión diferente que va a ser muy similar el resultado. Entonces ahora primero voy a aplicar mi abeja. Espero que se vea. Ahí se ve, creo que todos ven ahí. Make sure that you put the ink all over. In this case, I'm gonna clean on the side because it does have like a shape around the bee that I don't want on this project. Okay, and then I just put it there. You don't need to press too hard. You don't need to apply CPR to the stamp. Just a medium pressure. And then, oh look, nothing in the middle. Sometimes your stamps, you need to pass a little bit of sanding paper to make it easier to apply the stamp. Maybe I had to press a little bit harder in the middle. Oh look, well, doesn't matter, I'll show you how to fix it. But I have my bee there, If this happens to you, what I like to do is the same. I come with a small paintbrush and I'm just going to complete the shape. But you don't have to, because as I said, this is a vintage style. But if you want to, you can do this as well. And there you go. Oh, can you see me? Yeah. Next time I need to take the screensaver from my laptop. Okay, that's what I've done with the bee. And now I have these tiny ones here to apply as a laurel, like a little crown here that I don't have, so I just I made myself one with the things that I have. Again, I just use my creativity to make the results that I want, and that won't stop me from making my project. And then I just apply this like this. You see? Now, on the other side, I have another one that is facing the other side, the other way, I mean. And I just did the same thing. More or less over there. And that's it. Can you see? It's getting there. Now I found this tiny Paris stamp, which I put at the bottom. Luego puse esta palabrita de París en la parte de abajo. Más o menos aquí. Ahí está. Y arriba I don't have like a small stamp just with the writing that I want, but I have this whole big block, which I'm just going to use the top part. So no tengo solamente un sello con una palabra acá que me gustó para este caso, así que voy a utilizar este que es un solo bloque y solo voy a emplear la parte de arriba. Que tampoco tiene que quedar perfecto, como digo, es una antigüedad, se supone que tiene mucho tiempo y las letras se están borrando, se está despintando, se está manchando por el tiempo y esa es la técnica, ¿no? Que más o menos lo voy a poner por acá, lo más derecho que se pueda. Sorry que se mueve la mesa, pero en realidad se mueve la cámara de arriba. Okay. Ahí va quedando. A ver acá para mis amigos de YouTube y Facebook. Ahí va quedando. Y después hice un falso, ¿cómo se llama esto? craquelado, un falso craquelado con un sello y la misma pintura. Y utilicé partes aleatorias. I'm just going to do the crackle technique in random sections of my tag as much as I want. Maybe this other side here to make it look different. Maybe just like this. Probably here. Maybe this one here. Right there. Probably here. And that's it. And now my technique is finished. Y así es como he terminado la técnica. Entonces en este tag tengo uno de color azul. Acá le puse bastante crackle, ¿no? In this case I put like a lot of the crackle technique that I didn't want to do the same here, so to make it look different. And it also depends on your taste. If you don't want to use it, you don't have to, but it's just it's an option. And that's exactly what I've done on all my versions. Let me put this away in my table so you can see. Look, it's almost 1 hour. Okay, let me change my music. Let me see the comments. Put this away. Okay. So, yep. On Instagram, I'll have to put it like this. So this is my project for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found some interesting tricks that you can use when you're doing your projects, and you can stop that creative paralysis that I talk about, because I show you many ways in different colors and using different tools, not tools, like supplies, for you to start creating, because there's nothing more rewarding than the satisfaction and the joy you get when you do what you love. In this case, this is what I love the most doing, apart from my family also. Yeah, it gives me joy, and I would love you to try. And if you can, just tag me if you found something useful from what I just showed you today. So, este es el proyecto de hoy. Espero que les haya gustado. Si es que encontraron algún tip que les fue de alguna utilidad y van a hacer el proyecto, por favor me hacen un tag. Por favor, compartan el video si conocen a alguien que le guste hacer este tipo de manualidades, que le gusten las cosas vintage como a mí. Y intenten hacerlo, porque la satisfacción que uno tiene de hacer las cosas que ama, lo que te apasiona, es muy beneficioso en todo sentido. Les agradezco muchísimo nuevamente por haber estado ahí. Voy a voltear esto para mis amigos de acá de YouTube. Y voy a subir mi cámara del Instagram. Ay, perdón. Oh. You can see me there. Y ahora sí. Y eso, y muchas gracias a todos los que se conectaron, que sea un momentito. Gracias por haber estado ahí. Y espero verlos la próxima semana, si Dios quiere y no me enfermo otra vez. este, y con un nuevo proyecto, enseñándoles a buscar diferentes opciones para lograr sus objetivos, ¿no? Sus objetivos de la decoración hecha a mano. Y nada, muchas gracias y que estén muy bien. Bye.